Kindergarten Professional Development on OneNote. Hello, my name is Shirley Jackson, and I am a candidate in the Master's Program for Instructional Technology at Kennesaw State University with an expected graduation date of May 2022. Thank you so much for joining me as I give you an overview of my Capstone project. This project took place in the Cobb County School District with the kindergarten team at Bells Ferry Elementary, where the vision is to learn, lead, and leave a legacy. Prior to the start of my capstone proposal, the kindergarten grade level team was sought out to determine how professional development could be used to further the use of technology in our school and on our team. Purposeful dialogue outlining clear evidence that the use of OneNote was not being used due to lack of teacher buy-in. It was evident by looking at lesson plans and teacher observation that technology was being used minimally by this grade level team. The purpose of this capstone is to provide teachers necessary support, tools, and coaching to prioritize adjusting instruction and leveraging existing technology to support student growth and achievement. The problem that prompted this capstone proposal was the model of professional development at Bells Ferry Elementary School, during which sessions were broad, tool-focused, and did not include strategies for technology integration. The professional development was presented in a PowerPoint and included screenshots and text that explained how to use the technology, but the presentations lacked the opportunity for teachers to apply what they were learning. Therefore, teachers did not use the products available to them. The follow-up and support that followed the training was lacking as well. According to the article, Contemporary Issues in Technology and Teacher Education, it states that teachers that are provided technology professional development but do not have adequate time to practice or do not receive follow-up support is ineffective, and they do not use the technology that was presented. Further research explains that professional development should be a cyclical cycle for teachers when done correctly. This cycle did not happen with the training of Microsoft Suite tools, and the important part that was missed is the follow-up. Teachers at Bells Ferry Elementary School indicated that they want to see how OneNote can help them teach the content and standards and not just learn how to use the tool. They want to see a math lesson and how to use this tool to teach that math lesson. The professional development at Bells Ferry Elementary was lacking in tying in how OneNote can help teachers with the content and the standards that they teach. When teachers have time to use what has been taught, they are more likely to use it once the professional development is completed. To address issues with professional development, the plan of the project was to provide a small group of kindergarten teachers with professional development that promoted technology integration using OneNote. The professional development provided teachers with instructional strategies to use Microsoft OneNote in the kindergarten classroom, time to practice, and included follow-up support. I plan to meet with teachers monthly to coach them on how to successfully use OneNote by taking anecdotal notes, gathering data, communicating on student learning, and giving immediate feedback. To determine the needs of the teacher and plan upcoming sessions, I used Microsoft Forms to give a needs assessment survey. I also planned to hold follow-up sessions for teachers who needed additional support and to gauge the progress of my team. This project is evaluated throughout the process using Microsoft Forms. Teachers are given a pre- and post-assessment to determine their level of comfort using OneNote. The results of the assessments will determine which objectives were met and which ones needed to be revisited. There is also a final survey to determine if the series of workshops were effective in relation to the objectives and the PSC standards related to those goals. With Microsoft OneNote, educators can create notebooks that help them stay organized, deliver curriculum, and collaborate with students and colleagues. To evaluate the use of OneNote professional learning, surveys and follow-up coaching sessions were offered to address the following objective. Over the course of the spring 2021 semester, kindergarten teachers will increase their classroom technology integration by participating in OneNote professional development to increase their levels of technology integration by 2 low-T levels. This project allowed 6 kindergarten teachers to sign up for professional development on Microsoft OneNote. The teachers received a broad overview of the Microsoft products offered through our county last year by the school's technology coach. This training provided teachers no time or opportunities to practice using these products due to time limitations. I offered these teachers an opportunity to dive into OneNote and learn how to not only use it efficiently, but also feel confident doing so. The professional development allowed teachers to set up their classes and add students during the training time. They learned how to add assignments, distribute work, and add feedback. There are many aspects to OneNote, and this project touched on most of the features. The participants had time to implement the strategies that they learned during each professional development session. After each session, a survey was given, and then follow-up was offered for one-on-one coaching to those that needed more assistance. The goal of this project was to have 6 teachers that felt well equipped to use OneNote and implement its use in their classroom. In addition to using OneNote in their classroom, I implemented a grade level class notebook. This notebook kept all lessons, lesson materials in one place. Each teacher in kindergarten was connected to the notebook and was able to add materials, worksheets, and lessons in real time. When teachers did their lesson plans, they were able to go to the grade level notebook and pull resources that all teachers had contributed to. The overall goal was for teachers to see how OneNote can keep everything that they already do in one place. The goals were addressed in 4 professional learning sessions. Set up OneNote class notebook for teachers, including adding student rosters, add content to student notebooks, and distribute sections, pages, grade, and review student assignments. And then learn to insert files, pictures, and presentations, and use the draw tool. When speaking with teachers throughout this process and the professional learning that took place, it was evident to me that the teachers had bought into OneNote and were enthusiastic about using it. They were excited about the skills, ideas, and new strategies they learned about OneNote. The teachers began using the class notebooks with students to make portfolios of student work to share with parents during conferences, parent meetings, and in RTI meetings. I also created a kindergarten team class notebook that we utilized to store our resources, lesson plans, and artifacts for planning. It saved our team so much time when it came to planning during our weekly team meetings. I also checked in monthly with the team during our meetings to answer any questions that came up about OneNote and offered troubleshooting for any problems they were having with technology. As I reflect on this capstone project and what being a technology leader in a school means, it is imperative that I can clearly communicate and implement technology-infused plans with fidelity. I grasp the importance of a leader's role to plan with all participants in mind and expand exposure to everyone with a positive attitude regardless if my audience is excited or not. It is also imperative to follow up on the plans and see them through. Before I end this presentation, I would like to thank the kindergarten teachers at Bells Ferry Elementary for participating in this project alongside me. This project also would not have been successful without the always ready to help attitude of my incredible mentor, Dr. Monica Alicia. Lastly, thank you for taking the time to view my capstone presentation.